Hey everybody, this is SimGamer TV in the editing room, welcoming you to part 2 of our new start tutorial, walkthrough as it were. On this episode, we take on some mission stacking. So whenever you're looking for missions, it's always a good idea to see if there are multiple missions that go to the same destination or similar destinations and stack as many of them as possible for all in one go and for better efficiency. Unfortunately, I failed to look at the galactic map before accepting the missions and realized only after accepting them that it was actually a longer trip journey than I had originally signed up for. But we handled the mission anyway, so take a look. Supplies. Boom time data delivery of 4 superconductors to LHS 3564. A data delivery. Black box salvages are actually kind of fun. This is in space too. Courier job available. Oh, so here's what's nice. We have now 2 missions for this same location, LHS 3564. Yeah, and that is it. So we're going to go ahead and grab both of those missions and actually make a pretty decent chunk of change. Courier mission. Accept that. LHS 3564. Once again, read the details. Hostile ships may be sent. Mission failure could lead to a fine. Cargo rewards. They're going to give us some free cargo rewards if we do this, which we'll just turn around and sell right away because we won't have room for anything else. Fine on failure is 29,000, so let's not fail. Accept. So we have a bunch of missions, and now we do need to make sure and refuel. Okay. Now this time I'm going to go ahead and go over to the transactions tab, and I can see both these missions. I know that they're both headed to the same place, but we'll go to the galaxy. So this is going to Frode Enterprise. I think this should also. Oh, this is main hub, so it's going to be 2 different locations, but they're in the same system. So we'll go ahead and plot our course there, and we see that this is a very large multi-hop sort of situation. So we're just going to go ahead and take off, and I will speed fast forward this in a travel montage.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Which we will call
Landing
SimGamer's Big Adventure. All we have to do first is get away from the station and we can begin kicking up the hyperdrive.
Frameshift drive charging.
So here we go. Maestro, cue the music.
Sierra, India, Mike. Submit a docking request before attempting to land at this federal station. Access approved. Make your way to landing pad 06.
So larger stations actually have radio chatter, which is really cool. And they also have custom interiors. You'll see a lot of different types of interiors for various kinds of stations. Let's go ahead and get there. Now it's a good habit.
Traffic warning. Be on the lookout for other vessels in the area.
It's a good habit to keep yourself under 100 meters per second speed. Favor the green side of the exit of the entry port because there's an opposing set of indicator lights on the inside of the port. Basically, where the green is on the right-hand side at all times if you're
Landing gear deployed.
oriented the same way. And that way, ships don't run into each other. God dang it. Flew too far forward. Ships don't run into each other when they're docking. We're here for fuel. Because we know that we won't make it past the next spot.
Docking completed. Deploying ground crew. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
One thing we're only part way through this journey, so we're gonna actually pop into the outfitting since we're at a rather large station. Should have some pretty good variety of parts for our ship. And we have 25,000 credits to spend. I am going to go to my core internal and switch out the frameshift drive. So here's the 2E frameshift drive that's loaned, which means it's free. In order to replace it, so here's what I can do. Current maximum jump range is 6.96 with the one that we have right now. If I replace it with a Class D frameshift drive, my jump range increases for it's about 6,000 credits. My jump range increases to 8.47 light years, which is a pretty decent chunk of difference. And you can see the things get quite expensive from there. A Class C frameshift drive is even better at 10.21. So we're going to go ahead and spend a bunch of our money on that.
Three, two, one, engage. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so this is what we call an interdiction. Another ship is trying to pull us out of hyperspace. Let's see who it is here. It is an Imperial Eagle.
Ready to engage.
I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And the object of this is to just keep following the escape vector. If there is anything to gain from fighting that guy, I would totally fight him. But there's nothing to gain.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's a lawless system. There's going to be no bounty from that guy, so just follow the escape vector. God damn it, no, just follow the escape vector and get away.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So this kind of station with the round ball on the front end where you do your docking is called an Oculus starport.
Lacey, Sierra, India, Mike. You are now in Federation space. Follow all regulations before and after landing. Access granted. You are go for approach to pad 14.
And we are all set for a landing on this Oculus station for another pickup of fuel, which will probably be our last fuel stop before reaching our destination. But I hope this does a pretty good job of demonstrating that you don't need to be worried about making a long distance trip, and when I get to where I'm going and turn in my mission and get my rewards, I'll probably just set up that area as my permanent home base and work on missions in and around that vicinity.
Landing gear deployed.
That's more like it. Quick fuel stop here.
Docking completed. Power down systems. Welcome to Federal Facility, Commander. Good to have you.
And we're just back on our way. Excuse me. Next stop, LTT 158220.
Docking coupler disengaged. Observe station
Landing
regulations
gear
on exit.
retracted.
So keep your speed under 100 meters per second generally, because that's what a speed that your shields could absorb if you head-on collision with another ship coming in like this one. Also, like I said, stay near the green side and you won't have to worry about those collisions.
Traffic warning. Be on the lookout for other vessels in the area.
Yeah. LTT 15820. As soon as we're clear of the station, on our way once again. We have 10 jumps to go.
All clear. FFC signing off.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
We have just popped out of hyperspace, and we're in our destination area. We'll go to the closest one first. So we have 2 stops in this system, one at the main hub and one at Froud Enterprise. Froud Enterprise is a Coriolis starport, which is a larger station, so I want to see what kind of equipment upgrades I can afford when I get there.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay, we've set down at main hub, and we are going to go ahead and refuel before I forget. Go to the mission board and turn in this other mission. Gained some reputation, had some influence on the local systems, and we are ready to launch.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Froud Enterprises is this away. Let's go ahead and boost past the starport, this little space station. Not bad.
Frameshift drive charging.
Kick on the frameshift drive into freight and into
4, 3, 2,
Super Cruise mode,
1, engage.
and we'll just make the short trip over to Froud Enterprise. Looks like Froud Enterprise is orbiting a planet that we could land on if we wanted to, and indeed there's a settlement on the planet, a rather large settlement. And here we are. This is the final stop of our episode. Proud Enterprise.
India. Mike, please comply with access protocols before commencing docking procedures. Docking request approved. Set course for landing pad 44.
Landing pad 44 is where we're going to set down. That little ship that flew by was a Viper. Really pretty darn good, capable combat vessel. Okay, let's get ourselves power over to shields, less than 100 meters per second. As we look up and get ready to slip into this toaster. Zoom. This little ship's so maneuverable, it doesn't matter kind of what angle you insert yourself at. So, this station interior tells me everything I need to know about this station. All these billboards and everything, these very tall, fancy buildings. This is obviously a high-tech starport, which makes it a great place to get whatever module I want, provided I have the money for it, or even whichever ship I want. Whoops! I bounced off a landing pad. I could totally get up and look at the front of my ship. Okay. Let's wrap it up. Refuel, a little bit of money, mission board. Boom time data delivery of 4 units of superconductors. And in exchange, they have given me 4 telemetry suites, which by the time you watch this video might not have any useful impact on the game anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and just sell them so that I can get the commodity market to come up. There we go. In the commodities market we go. We should see these 4 items that we have in our inventory somewhere to sell. There they are. Telemetry suites. I'm just going to sell them as they are. Make 3,600 bucks, and we have just shy of 50,000 credits at our disposal now. And so that's going to wrap it up for this kind of getting started with Elite Dangerous tutorial, a little startup video. In the next one in our Sidewinder, we're going to take a look at what kinds of things we might want to spend 50,000 credits on. So until then, thanks for watching. Goodbye!